How can you even be mad? Like, is it even possible to be mad about this? At this point, it's just laughable. It's laughable. OKC has played two games. I mean, not two games, but won two games this year, and both are against the Lakers. How can you possibly be mad? There is no excuses. There is no we didn't have LeBron. There is no we didn't have Kendrick Nunn. Of course, there is no we didn't have Trevor Ariza. These were the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Lakers has dropped two games to these Thunder after leading by a large margin in the games. Uh, when was the last one? October 27th. Lakers led by 26 and lost by 8. And then tonight, led by 19 and lost by 3. How can you be angry? I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. What I don't get is maybe I'm just different when it comes to being a fan. But why are the people in the Staples Center cheering this when they are making this comeback? Like, this is the most disappointing thing because they shouldn't even be in a position where they need to be making the comeback. The Lakers get a chance to tie the game, tie the score. They give Russell Westbrook the ball. And we know how I feel about some Russell Westbrook. They give Russ the ball. He's driving. And what does Russell Westbrook do? You guessed it. He turned the ball over. He turned the ball over. So my question is, how can you be mad when you know what's about to happen? This is a team that has a lot of talent, but they have one big glaring weakness. They cannot run with anybody of youth. Shea Gillis-Alexander, we talk about, the Lakers beating some of these teams because these teams are young and they're making bad decisions. But tonight, the Thunder made a bad decision, but the bucket went in by Alexander. He pulled up early in the shot clock, late in the game when they already had a 3-point lead, and he pulled up a logo 3. Bad shot, but he made it. He made the shot. So good for Oklahoma City, 2-6 on the season, 2 wins against the Lakers. Again, this is more about what the Lakers can't do than what the Thunder did. We saw the Lakers survive against Houston the other night after being up by, they were up by 10, but then the ref, he took 2 points away. So they were up late in the game, and Houston still made a comeback. it was just horrible. Shalom says it was just horrible to see them struggle like that against these young teams. They beat Houston 95-85 in the first game. And then you saw them, struggle against the Cavs. And again, the only problem with these young teams they're playing is that these teams are young. If it wasn't for youth by the Grizzlies, if it wasn't for youth by the Spurs, the Thunder capitalized on it twice. If it wasn't for youth by the Cavs and the Rockets, the Lakers would easily have just like 2 wins on the season because well, no, not even 2 wins, basically 1 win because they beat the Rockets. I mean, whatever. They would have a bad record. They would have a bad record. Even when you look at them now, it's still nothing to brag on. Yes, it's early, but how long is it going to be early? It's not going to be early forever. At some point, they gotta start picking it up. And I don't know. I'm starting to get to the point where I don't know if they can. So we'll just fill it out until see what they look like the rest of this calendar year, and then we'll go from there. Up next, they got Portland, a game that they could no doubtably they could win because Portland, yeah, I mean, yeah, the Thunder aren't good, the Rockets aren't good, but the Lakers are underdogs going into that game. They will be underdogs, and a lot of people will expect them to get ran out the gym. But I feel that's a team they could beat. But the Hornets, on the other hand, looking at them right now, they can't run with the Hornets. They can't run with the Heat. Probably not the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, I expect him to probably drop almost 40. They got the Spurs again, the Bulls, the Bucks, the Celtics, the Pistons, the Knicks. This is November. Pacers, Kings, Pistons again, and Kings again. And we just left with so many questions. Hitting big shots down the stretch because they are a good scoring fourth quarter team, but it looks like it's because they have to keep their guys in longer than they need to be. We talk about them, and they always get into these things where they like twice they've got into it with the Thunder this year, and it's like y'all blew the 26 point and the 19 point lead against this team. And that whole thing that people are saying about them, it's absolutely true. Nobody is afraid of the Lakers. They see this team, they see the hype that was built around this team. They see everybody talking about the Lakers. Even if their opponents are not contenders, these guys are going in wanting to beat the Lakers, knowing that they can beat the Lakers and, having that chip on their shoulder, even if they're not a championship team, because they can walk away and you can see the swag on Shea Gillis-Alexander walk away saying, we beat Melo, we beat AD, we beat Russ, we beat this superstar team. LeBron being out is no excuse. Probably would have lost even worse. There's no excuse at all. It's just like, I think the crowd, I was more upset with the crowd more than anything because they're into this comeback. And I'm just looking like, I hope they lose the game now. I hope they lose because they deserve to lose this game. They earned this loss. They fought hard to lose this game, and they did just that. So congrats to the Thunder on this win. The Lakers played all these games at home, and now they're about to take the show on the road. After I think they got this one in Portland and then back at home for a few, and then on the road. Yeah, they got 5 straight at home after Portland, and then they're on the East Coast for 5 straight. And you're looking at the way they're constructed now, I'm like, man, can we get Kendrick Nunn back? Can we get our young legs back? Get them, well, not even back because they haven't even made their date. They haven't played yet this year, but just get them in general because it won't, I don't know what Trevor Ariza's injury is, but is he really going to be able to help that much when you look at how they are struggling to stop teams now? I mean, Trevor Ariza's up there in age as well. He's up there just like most of everyone else on the roster up there in age. But yeah, this is a bad loss. This is another bad loss. They lost one. Who else? They lost 2 to the Thunder. Oh yeah, Warriors and Suns, 2 teams who would sweep them right now if they played a 7-game series. I think any contender, any playoff team in the West would beat the Lakers in a 7-game series right now. The only team I'll give them a chance against is probably Denver. Just right now. If we were to play a 7-game series right now, I would not want to see Golden State or Phoenix. And it's going to get to the point, like I said, I'm going to hold out till the end of this calendar year to see how they look, because that's when you really start to see the seedings. Well, not even much the seedings, but the playoff teams start to take shape, and you know who's a playoff team and who's not a playoff team. But yeah, LeBron's out for a week, and honestly, I don't care. I don't care. It comes down to turnovers and Anthony Davis' health status, because it's like if you touch this dude, you look at this dude, he's hurt, and it's just like this team is broken, 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 broken. But yeah, I'm tired right now. I was tired all day doing depositions and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I just really want to start doing these live streams more. But I do appreciate you guys for taking the time to hear me out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to share the video. And we will see you guys here next time. Maybe more energy because I am exhausted. But I just had to get those thoughts out about the Lakers because they are just, I'm not disappointed. I'm not even angry anymore. I look at it, I'm like, all right, when they got the lead and I see it dwindling down, I'm like, they can't run with these teams. So you just prepare yourself for the worst. And they gave us the worst. But anyway, that's my time. I'm up out of here. See you guys later. Appreciate you. Peace. End.